everyone. Just wanting to do a reading. I am going to make a post about downloads that have come through today. Most of the downloads have been focused on creating emotional healing within yourself, self-regulating, returning your energy back to yourself instead of looking for outside. Validation is kind of the theme. I will put downloads that have come through in the caption. Also things that have come through: pink cars, yellow cars, white cars. I did get a few angel numbers which I can list as well, but 262, 486, 880, 2351 or 2351. I did get some initials, but I do want to pull some more for you. So A, X, R, D, X, C, B, K, H, D, D, T. Things I've got through. So I'll do what I normally do of checking what's in your energy, so you know if this is for you. And then I can pull some cards and we can see what comes through in relation to what's come through for the self-compassion and self-love. So we'll pull some cards. The energy that I'm kind of getting is you've had some sort of revelation recently, whether there's been a change in your energy, gone from feeling quite tired and run down to just kind of having a new lease on life, I guess, feeling a bit more grounded in your own energy, more trusting in things that are coming through for you. We'll get a couple more just to see what is in your energy. One more, please. Okay. So the only cards that are facing up: trapped, stuck, no option, unforgiveness. So could still be feeling a bit trapped. And lust, greed, by any means necessary and inconsiderate, paranoid, cautious, guarded, possibilities, follow your dreams, make up your mind, believe in yourself, waves, emotion, fear, worry, wishful thinking, second chance, and deja vu, nostalgia, and then vacation, getaway, relax, have fun. Definitely not the energy that I was picking up on. The wishful thinking, yes. I mean, I wasn't getting a completely cleared energy, so still could be getting waves of emotions with the feeling trapped and paranoia. I think you are focusing on possibilities. And to tie you to this reading, you could be going on a vacation, getaway, relax, have fun, or you could be planning a vacation. So we'll clarify the last card. You could be going through some legal matters as well, the person tied to you. Interesting with the two-faced, double life cheater, backstabbed. Clarify with the last, if that's how you're feeling about this person attached to you. The last card, that's too many. But drowning. And clarify the trapped card again. I really want two cards. So starting to draw boundaries. So there could be people in your personal life, not including this person, so family, friends, co-workers, that you are starting to set boundaries with, that you are remaining hopeful for the future, feeling inspired, optimistic and successful, which was the energy that I was picking up with. We'll clarify paranoid, cautious, feeling insecure, guarded. So whether this paranoia has been sparked by an epiphany that you've had, some self-reflection, or maybe feeling like a text, maybe a friend has provided you with some information about your person. I feel like with the block card coming out, I don't think you've blocked, I think they've blocked you, and maybe that's why your friend has told you something about your person. Maybe with them telling you something, that's why you're suddenly thinking that this person attached to you is two-faced. Clarify the possibilities. Fulfilling your dreams, believing in yourself. You could be isolating at the moment, feeling a bit rejected, left out in the cold, self-inflicted. Maybe with the waves of emotions, you're sourcing ways to distract yourself, going out and partying, going out more, hearing music festival. I mean, specifically going into the city to listen to music came to mind, but going out, going clubbing with friends to try and escape these waves of emotions that you are feeling. Clarify wishful thinking, please. I think maybe not focusing I think also with this waves that's coming over you, I think you are getting waves of wishful thinking, whether you're trying to stop it. Instead of you're trying to stop it, we've got the running card that's come out as well. I think you do have waves of intimacy, wanting to unite and have someone close by you, but I think you are still trying to run and closing down these moments of positivity when that comes in. And we'll clarify vacation. Chaos. Maybe if you are planning a vacation, it's not going to plan. Maybe with this vacation card, you are needing to go on a vacation. Could be feeling quite sick and run down of recent, maybe fighting a cold, getting headaches and migraines. I'm getting a bit of like tension, headachy here. But chasing thrills, could still be fighting some addictions. Maybe you're trying to give up some addictions, whether it be, you know, or maybe harder drugs as well, alcohol, vaping. Trying to fight those addictions and having some withdrawal symptoms of headaches. And the narcissistic card as well. I mean, if you really do believe that this person attached to you is a bit narcissistic, I would maybe look inwards of maybe why you're still feeling this way about someone, or wanting clarity on someone if you are truly thinking that they are a narcissist. And if they do show narcissistic tendencies, maybe it is drawing boundaries and removing yourself and getting away. Anyway, we'll continue on with some tarot cards. Just gone to put the cards away as well. So on the bottom of the deck we had healing, so I think you are focusing on healing, which is nice. Remembering to smell the roses, slowing down, taking your time, getting out in nature to ground yourself, which is really lovely. And masculine energy on the top, so that could be the collective that I'm speaking to. And again, not gender, just you could be focusing on balancing your masculine energy at the moment, or you could be masculine in your connection, and you could purely just be trying to find harmony between your feminine and your masculine energy. You also could be connected to Archangel if I can speak. Could be connected to Archangel Michael, or ask for him for guidance and protection when you're needing to. If Archangel Michael, maybe more of a connection to him, could be wearing some light blues of recent, maybe some purples, gold. Could be, feeling more drawn to those colours. Find you're wearing more of those colours when you don't normally. Or maybe looking into colours as well, to see what kind of like chakras needing to balance, if that's the thing. So blue would be your throat chakra, which again would be tied to the boundaries. But yeah, so we'll pull some tarot cards to confirm a little bit more of what is in your energy. We'll get one more. Okay, again, so the only cards that have come out, Nine of Wands, still in mental anguish. So you could be facing some anxiety, fear, could be having nightmares, cleaning out some past life, fighting some spiritual battles. Maybe not sleeping as well, finding that you're sleeping a lot less, having a lot of late nights, waking up early the same time, hearing 3 a.m. maybe you're waking up. And then we've got the Nine of Cups, hollow feeling, self-indulgent, again fighting addictions, overindulging. Maybe friends are a bad influence here, finding that you're gravitating to friends who are excusing bad behaviours, or spending more time with friends that are perhaps who still dabble in things that you have tried to give up in the past, like just say maybe you're vaping or indulging in other sorts of alcohol and drugs, and that's something that you've stepped away from. And then of recent, with this new sort of anxiety coming through, you're kind of delving back into that again to try and soothe your mind. 4 of Wands, maybe as well some family problems, divorce has come out. I don't think you were ever married to the person. I'm not getting a married energy. You may have been divorced in the past. Maybe as well feeling a bit left out in the cold, maybe with some cancelled events recently. Maybe you were trying to step away from the partying, and you've arranged to see new friends or do new things that are taking you away from that, and maybe for some reason the other person or the event has cancelled, so you've reverted back into the easier lifestyle of maybe partying a bit more. 8 of Swords, releasing limiting beliefs. I think this is where the shift, that you do know it's up to you, need to take back your power, conquer your self-doubt and free yourself. Like with the 8 of Swords, you know it's just a blindfold, that it can be taken off at any time. Stepping into your true power. And then the 3 of Wands, manifest your dreams. I think you do have big manifestations. I think you can feel a big level up coming. But I think you're just sitting on the fence between addictions, sitting in the easy lifestyle, or trying to conquer your self-doubt, self-worth. Maybe that's why it did get through the finding power through yourself, grounding yourself, setting yourself free from your mental anguish. And we'll just clarify each of the cards to see what's next. So for your 9 of Swords, Hierophant, so trying to do what's right, trying to break programming, could be focusing on shadow work, or getting, maybe when you're going online, scrolling on social media, Instagram or TikTok or something, that you are getting prompted with shadow work. Marriage has come out again, so maybe you have been married in the past, but I think even if it's not, you're just trying to reflect on your values, your faith. Maybe the person that you were attached to, maybe you found something out, going back to that you had a picture of them in your mind and you could blame them for things, and you you thought something of them, but you found out something of recent that maybe is making you doubt that maybe the right and wrong you were feeling, maybe this person that you're no longer with may have been the right avenue that you're taking, and you are trying to release the self-indulgence, the addictions, the loss, hope and anxiety. Maybe you'd listen to friends and family and that's created the imbalance, and you're trying to set yourself free to give yourself the manifestations. Clarify the Nine of Cups. So the Death card blocked. So I think you could be going through an internal change and an external change, so clearing and blocking. Having a rebirth, which again, going back to where I said I feel like you've just come over to this new energy, that you've kind of got that new lease on life, that you have just done a big purge, and maybe that's why you were feeling so run down and tired of recent, that the internal change has been rough, but you're kind of stepping out onto the other side. But even with the external change, there could be abrupt changes in your life at the moment. Maybe you were seeing someone casually or trying to get back out and dating, and maybe that's the events that are cancelled. Or maybe you had a recent breakup with someone that you were casual with. Maybe you lost job, hearing as well. Maybe you've just got a bill or something that has caused legal issues, unpaid fine or something, or maybe receiving a fine. But I think you're feeling like there's been a big change in your life and a death internally and externally. But endings do bring new beginnings. Clarify the Four of Wands. We've got a timing card. So summer solstice, pinnacle of success. So changes could be coming in the next few weeks. So you could be maybe feeling shit for the last couple of weeks and suddenly feeling the changes over the last couple of days. I think you're learning to let go of control, celebrate life, having fun in healthy ways, not through partying and drugs and addictions. And maybe summer is your favorite month. Maybe you're drawn to the sun, maybe liking the summer more than the winter months, feeling drawn to go sit out in the sun as opposed to when it rained, not liking the rain maybe. Don't know why that's come through. So the Eight of Swords, releasing limiting beliefs. Queen of Swords in reverse. Could be quite harsh and critical of yourself, maybe reflecting on how you are judging others and yourself. Maybe again, like what you found out about this person, that if there was outside influences that made you think that your person was not who you thought they were, and that's why you had left, maybe you're realizing that you are easily influenced, and that you're quick to judge other people when you don't have all the information, and that's really hurt yourself. So I think maybe just reflecting on how you're judging yourself, how you're judging others, that could have been a recent healing journey you've come across, or stepping into it now. Maybe that's something that's come over you in the last couple of days. And clarify the Three of Wands. Six of Swords, better times ahead. I think you are aware that there is better times ahead, that you are overcoming hardship, that a lot of conflicts maybe you're resolving in your life, or you're wanting to resolve conflicts, becoming stable, feeling peace and restored. Like I said, you'd had such a heavy energy and you're suddenly starting to feel a bit better. And again, I've just realized the Sun came out, Sun card for the Three of Cups. So yeah, maybe you are a summer person, not a winter person. But the Six of Swords also come out with the Knight of Wands, so reckless show off. I think you've realized that in the past you have been quite hasty and jealous, maybe a bit arrogant, making quick decisions, rushing in, maybe when you'd cut off this person, it was just such a quick switch. You know, you'd thought something or found something out, suddenly felt a change, that you couldn't make sense of them anymore, your connection, or something had happened in your life that you couldn't make sense of, and you've just you've cut it, and I'm feeling that you regret that you wish you hadn't made that decision, that you hadn't have acted so unpredictable. The 10 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, that's the reason I said 10 of Cups. It hasn't come out, has it? That you are on the brink of collapse, over the limit, overwhelmed. I think you're spending a lot of time thinking about how quickly you make decisions. Could be a fire sign as well, sun, moon, rising. And that flipped with that 8 of Cups, lack of direction. That you've stayed in relationships and in places for the wrong reasons, that you're faking being happy, that you've been dishonest with yourself and others. I think this is something you're reflecting on, you're moving through, and I think you're aware that to get this 3 of Wands and manifest your dreams, this is something that you're going to have to work on. King of Cups as well was flipped over. I think you're reflecting on that you have been very overly emotional and moody recently, maybe feeling withdrawn. But again, you could just be focusing on your inner feelings and emotions, which is a great shift from just being self-indulgent, having anxiety, fear, and not sleeping. That, confirmation perp, that you are really starting to focus on your emotions. So again, to tie you to this reading, I'm going to tap into your relationship with this person. I was hearing the height of your relationship, like the good parts, but I'm not getting a turbulent relationship, but maybe it went 0 to 100 quite quickly. But you could have had moments where maybe it wasn't as 0 to 100. I might get the start of your relationship and then maybe the peak of your relationship. We'll see where this goes. So, tell me about meeting this person and the start of your relationship. Ooh, okay. So the only cards that have flipped upwards is the 9 of Queens, King of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. So the first card that came out is the 6 of Wands again. 6 of Swords, not Wands. But there's a reason I said that. So 6 of Swords, I think maybe when you met this person, you could have maybe just gone through a breakup or a breakup in your family. I think you were potentially going through some hard times, and maybe meeting this person felt like you had overcome hardship. And maybe that's when that kind of wore off, that's when you had run. But I think also meeting this person brought you peace, made you feel stable. Then we've got the Knight of Cups, unrequited love. Maybe at that time you disappointed, maybe feeling like you loved them more than they loved you, or you were being manipulative, or maybe that they were manipulating you. Maybe you were worried about getting your heart broken, that they were a heartbreaker. Maybe you felt as well that you were showing up more in the relationship than they were, and having offers revoked. Same sort of things that you're going through now, that things are cancelling on you. Maybe at that time when you were with them, you also thought the same sort of thing about them, like they cancel on you or plans change, you started to spiral, or if you had plans and they wanted to see you, that sense spiraling into your life as well, that now you're reflecting on where the relationship was at that time and realizing that it wasn't as tumultuous as you remember it being compared to what you're going through now. Maybe you're also worried about codependency and maybe being too obsessed about this person or the relationship, making you feel obsessive emotions, feeling it hard to breathe. So could be feeling that kind of relationship when you were with them at the start, wondering. Then you got the 9 of Coins, rewards for your labor, worried about status with this person, the labels maybe. I'm hearing more worried about what people would think of the relationship or the status of this person. Whether, I'm hearing two things, whether you thought they were out of their league and people in their life would judge you, or maybe there's something in your life, how you met this person, or unconventional parts of your relationship. Maybe you thought that people would judge you, that the status that they held didn't match what the people in your life that you value, their status, their opinions, that the status of the relationship didn't meet the expectations of these other people. Although again, you could be thinking of this person that you were connected to as very sophisticated, they were very mature. The King of Swords, mind over matter, that you were trying just to do it by the book, you're being truthful. Again, legal matters, maybe something came up in your life that took away time that you would spend with this person, that you wanted to concentrate more on the issues in your life, being very regimented, trying to be rational when approaching this connection as well, which led you to be very detached and logical. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, beyond your control. That's when you've started to face challenges, external forces again. So maybe there are people outside of this relationship, friends, family, that did put in their 2 cents that made you feel like you had to be logical and detach. Maybe with this person, you maybe saw them as a karmic lesson, or maybe other people in your life sparked karmic lessons within you when you didn't want this person attached to you while you were facing those. That this relationship ending was a turning point for you, that you felt there was a big push from the universe that you needed to end this relationship. And the 5 of Swords, shifting of energy, that I think now you're trying to conquer self-doubt. You want to do it differently, you want to make amends. I think you're reflecting on the past, you realise I think it was a mistake to detach, that worrying about the people's opinions and the status of this and how obsessed you felt wasn't correct. But we'll clarify the cards. So clarifying the 6 of Swords. So the Emperor, divine masculine, being very action orientated, just wanting to get it done. Could be father issues as well. Maybe you don't get along with your father. Maybe the father caused issues in this relationship. Maybe they struggle to maintain a relationship or judge relationships based on your past. Maybe that you've had other relationships that haven't worked out and they'd look down on you and kind of judge this relationship as well, of why would this relationship be different to your others. And while it's in the divine feminine, divine masculine, I'm still getting more of the detached energy, that you were just trying to, just thinking it was something to tick off, like with the action side of it, that you were trying to create stability, but I think you weren't really feeling into the feelings of it. You were just thinking of it as a job to get done. As well as the moon came out, blocked intuition, deception, maybe dreams are important here. Maybe this person that you're connected to also often had dreams of you or premonitions. Maybe that worried you, or maybe you had dreams of them that made you feel that you weren't meant to be with this person, but they could have just been illusions, or maybe you've had a lot of anxiety when you were, I'm hearing away from this person, like maybe when you were together. Hearing like if you had anxiety when you were with this person, it would be whether like anxiety about your life, waiting while you're with this person, and then when you're not with this person in your life, you're worried about the person, like vice versa, if that makes any sense. I think with the blocked intuition, I think maybe you're thinking that you were getting lots of signs, but looking back now, you think that your intuitions led you astray. I think your relationship may have been very creative, childlike. This person really enabled you to be a free thinker, trying to push you to think outside the box. So maybe asking why you've thought a certain way to try and help you work out your values, you know, like why you did things, where those thoughts had come from, where those beliefs. But I think there was a lot of exciting plans that you had made together. Maybe you think this person is very charismatic, very flirty. The 9 of Coins. We'll clarify the 9 of Coins. Maybe you thought as well with this misaligned values for the Lovers that this person really did bring disharmony and disconnection, imbalance in your life, that maybe you couldn't balance your life in this person with the labels and the status that you were feeling and the judgment from others, that this person couldn't possibly have fit into your life, and you're reflecting on that now, that maybe, yeah. So the Strength card that has clarified the King of Swords, that there is some sort of invisible force between you and this person, but you're finally getting the courage to reevaluate your self-beliefs, the infinite potential. You're finding your personal power, tapping into your wisdom. You're finding compassion for this person. Instead of taking such a detached, logical approach, I think you are trying to approach life with compassion and courage, believing in yourself more, seeing the infinite potential that you have in yourself. Again, with the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Swords to clarify lack of ideas, that you are really reevaluating yourself, that you have received misinformation. You could have this person blocked, which I think I said the opposite at the start. So maybe you do have this person blocked through this upheaval. Maybe when something did happen in your life that you thought was a karmic lesson, or external forces to remove this person, that you did have to block them. But again, just hearing the clouded judgment, that when you're reflecting upon this, that you think that you have it all wrong. And then we'll clarify the 5 of Swords. Again, with the Hierophant, that you are reevaluating your life choices, that while this may have been an unconventional life choices, that you're feeling the 5 of Swords. Again, with the Hierophant, that you are reevaluating your life choices, that while this may have been an unconventional life choices, that you're feeling freedom, that you're trying to challenge the status quo and trying to think for yourself, really starting to reevaluate the materialistic values that you have, the way you've been selfish in the past, the kind of imbalance that the selfishness maybe has brought as well. To tie you to this reading, I think addictions is a huge thing. There is an addiction that you have either broken in the past after you've split from your person, and the challenges now have come back up. Like maybe you had stopped doing drugs or vaping or drinking, and just of recent you've now felt a pull, or you've just started to do those things again to escape, or you are now currently trying to break addictions that you've had in the past. I think you are starting to reevaluate your life of how you've overindulged and really trying to break patterns. So I will get the peak of your relationship, that when, because I mean, as an outlook, that's not a very nice sort of connection that you have with this person. Yes, you think that they added value to your life once upon a time, but I think that quickly changed to worrying about external people and how they might judge, and feeling very worried that you were obsessed and detaching quite quickly. Want to get the peak of your relationship, and then because I'm getting the downloads of that you're trying to break addictions or falling back into addictions, I want to get the energy of the person you're attached to, because quite often we will see you're either mirroring each other and you're both trying to break free of addictions, maybe resurfacing in their life, or it can be the push-pull scenario where either their energy is making you pull away, or if they are and they've broken free of a lot of addictions, that could be pushing you through to give up that addiction, if that makes sense. I don't know if I've explained that correctly. That just say the person attached to you has recently stepped away from an addiction, you might be then feeling the pull to release the addiction. Again, if you have just stepped back into an addiction, maybe the other person that you're connected to has recently felt an urge to take something up again. Again, if they dip into that again, it will continue to push you apart, continuing on with the separation. Or potentially if they do manage to break that cycle, it could influence you and inspire you energetically to break free of an addiction yourself, which again might bring your timelines together closer. I hope that makes sense and that's come out as how I wanted it to. Let's get your peak of your relationship. So when you were the happiest in the relationship, what was the energy? Oh God. Okay. Please tell me about the peak of this relationship when it was good. Mm. Oh, that's nice. Not a fan of the first card. So 6 of Swords, trouble ahead, feeling like a storm is brewing, that you weren't making any progress, delays, slow healing, bad to worse. Maybe through your first separation, if that's what I'm getting, that you've walked away in this relationship and maybe came back for the peak of your relationship. Maybe it wasn't even separation, maybe you've just stepped away for some time to regather yourself, or maybe there was a separation and then you've reconnected, and that's why you've left, the trouble ahead. But I think you've tried to plan, gain and establish a clear vision for your future, stepping into your manifestation energy. I'm hearing like the manifestor as the archetype. I can't think what it's called. Anyway, and starting to have the inception point that things are sort of starting to come together. So instead of a storm brewing, recognizing where things are going bad to worse and starting to get a clear vision of how things can be better. Could have had a tower reckoning that led you back to them, or maybe with the card coming out in the past, maybe the marriage card coming out and it said, I don't think you were ever married to this person, but you could have been divorced at some time. Maybe that was the legal matters as well, that maybe something has come up recently with the legal matters regarding a divorce or getting a divorce. Something to do with a child as well, maybe. What is it called? Yeah. Child support. But I think you did see this person as a new beginning with the Fool, being more spontaneous and adventurous with them the time around. That you saw them as an opportunity, that you wanted to embrace this unknown, this new path with them. Maybe they brought calmness in your life again after the Tower, and that's reminded you the peace and clarity and tranquility that you felt with them. The 4 of Wands, celebrating a union. when they've returned, there could have been feeling like a homecoming. Weddings come out again, but like I said, you were not married to this person. It's the energy that I'm getting. But you could have seen this person as a new spiritual story. Could have had a spiritual awakening this time around. Maybe just that when you'd first gotten together with this person, it was just kind of another relationship. But as time has gone on, I think you've realized that this is more of a spiritual connection, feeling more of a rebirth and a renewal once you've come back together, finding forgiveness. Clarify the Six of Swords. Yeah, so with this storm brewing that came out, I think it led you to set goals, get grounded. Study of magic, maybe you could be into magic, or the person connected to you maybe taught you about magic. But you were working hard, feeling very ambitious and faithful to your future. Clarifying Magician. So could be artsy, could enjoy painting or drawing, pottery maybe even. Through this inception point, finding a whole sort of new attraction to this person. They could have reconnected to you with their invitation as well. Being more romantic and charming. Finding more grace this time around instead of feeling so detached. Maybe you're psychic as well, or maybe they are with the dreams that I mentioned before. Maybe like the premonition dreams that maybe you or this person have had. The Tower. So I think maybe the Tower moment was more relating to the person that you're connected to. Maybe you were revisiting memories, or someone just returning from your past has created a Tower moment. So maybe when your person had returned, it really upended your life, which again could have led to the whole spiritual awakening. Clarify the Fool. So with the new spiritual beginning with the Fool, the free spirit felt like you were returning home, but you were thinking quite small, focusing on the lack of progress, regressing into past thoughts of how this wouldn't work, karmic lessons, feeling restricted in the relationship, and maybe either just revisiting, or maybe that was I think it was, I'm feeling a more push-pull, I'm feeling both, but maybe in this new beginning, in the height of your relationship, you knew that was something that didn't work last time, and you have tried to find self-belief and push through. Maybe through the relationship you were pushing through any moments of self-doubt and doubt of this relationship to try and feel that united homecoming. The Two of Cups, companionship, partner, feeling in sync. So I think through breaking free of how this relationship failed in the past, finding strength and compassion, you started to feel more in sync with this person. But then again, with the Judgment, new spiritual story, feeling regret, emotional baggage, maybe you want to explore more past life issues. Maybe you feel like there's something in your past life that would give you the key to this life and your healing, that you're still aware of the unresolved issues with this awakening, being very critical of yourself, but with the Queen of Swords as well, very harsh and critical and calculating. Again, I think potentially if through this awakening you've ended it with them, and it could have been quite abrupt, easily influenced, and the people outside of you with these karmic connections could have really clouded your vision. I think maybe reflecting on when you've broken up, again, that you were rude, insecure, hurtful, that your life was feeling very out of control. And again, maybe through the second separation or breaking up, that the Death card, that you felt that internal change and rebirth, that you just needed to clear and purge this person out of your life, and potentially it hasn't. Perfect. And maybe that's why we're coming through for a clarity reading. I'm going to tap into this person's energy connected to you, hopefully to give you a little bit of an understanding of why you are seeking a clarity reading, why this is coming and finding you. Then we might get into the future. I might roll a dice as well to find out how far in the future Spirit wants me to tap into. Alright, so this person that you're thinking about, the person on your mind. Person on your mind, what is their current energy? This person on this collective's mind, what is their current energy? Being very fussy. So for this person, I mean, I've picked 6 cards, so they could be in a very reflecting mindset at the moment. So the Wheel of Fortune was the card that came out for them. They could be really going through some life cycles at the moment, working through karma. I did mention dreams before, so maybe they are having dreams and pulling on your energy, clearing out karmic timelines. They are wanting to expand. A lot of changes could be happening in their life. We've got the King of Swords, feeling very cold, controlling. But then we've got the Temperance card, perfecting balance. I think that with the change and the breaking karmic cycles, it could be making them feel like they're very out of control. But they're really trying to come into harmony and tranquility, finding alchemy, turning darkness into light. The 9 of Wands, even when they are feeling very out of control, trying to retreat to where they need to try another approach. Knowing that feeling cold, sarcastic and controlling isn't worth it. I think they're also feeling a lot of delays, lack of completion and stagnation in their life, feeling very disappointed, trying to take shortcuts, that in the same aspect of you, that when you feel like, you know, if you've planned something and it's cancelled or your plans aren't coming into fruition, I think they're going through the similar in their own right, that their life is feeling very stagnant. Maybe plans they had for themselves are feeling very delayed. They're trying to take shortcuts in their healing or physical plans. The 2 of Coins as well, they could be very overcommitting, making poor choices. Again, with taking shortcuts could make them feel very scattered and disorganized at the moment. Let me clarify the Wheel of Fortune. That's too many. Oops. Wheel of Fortune. I think they are trying to get grounded. Again, I said before, maybe they are a witch or into magic. We've got it again, the study of magic. So maybe they are trying to tap into their power, learn more about their craft, learning how to become more grounded, setting goals to break free of these life cycles that they're trying to escape. Similar to you in your own right, that you're trying to escape, or you've been faced with challenges of addictions recently, that they're also trying to stay grounded. Maybe they are picking up on the energetic, that things that have come up recently for you, they're trying to stay grounded to break that. With the King of Swords clarified by the 10 of Coins, inherited family feud, money concerns, financial loss. I think the Wheel of Fortune in their life has really highlighted old contracts for them, breaking free of these contracts, dealing with money concerns. Clarify the Temperance card. But I think they're trying to step into the new beginning. So I think the Wheel of Fortune in their life has really highlighted where they do need to get grounded, where they do need to tap into their craft, work hard, break free of contracts, karmic contracts with friends, family, even just repeated cycles that they have in their life, and they really are trying to step into a new beginning, be more adventurous, carefree, really grasp this opportunity even though it is feeling unknown. Even in the past where they are feeling quite out of control and being very defensive, maybe they've been very defensive with you in the past, especially when they're feeling overwhelmed, that they are needing to think first. They're trying to gain education, whether it's witchcraft, ways to be grounded, or maybe they're studying or something in their job, I'm hearing. But they're trying to find fairness in their life as well, trying to break free of these feeling disorganized in their life. Oops. Oh, where did that go? So seeking closure, they could be reevaluating their plans and finding new perspectives in their life in the next 3 to 4 weeks. That could be when they're trying to break free of the cycles. The Ten of Swords, final chapter, dead end, breakdown, break up. I'm not feeling the energy that they've dating someone, but again, just 3-4 weeks of maybe finally hitting the rock bottom for them, feeling very broken down, so they are able to rise up from the ashes and change these life cycles. I think they're trying to be more proactive, find a new enthusiasm for life, giving gratitude. So I think again, where you're starting to feel either inspired to break addictions, or I'm hearing more that if you have been challenged with starting or picking up an old addiction, they're trying to focus on being proactive, breaking free of the karmic cycles in their life, finding enthusiasm, things to be grateful for. Maybe that's something that you need to do as well, finding something to be grateful for every day, trying to shift your perspective. I'm also hearing food addictions as well for things. I'm tasting chocolate cake, so maybe you're eating chocolate cake, you've had chocolate cake today, but food addictions could have also been something for them or for you. Clarify 2 of coins. They've got 2 cards about communication or being communicative. I don't think this person wants to reach out to you. I think they're scared, or maybe just focusing on other areas of their life. But I think in any way that they are trying to break free of the karmic cycles in their life, or these life cycles that are no longer serving them, I think they are trying to be swift, take aligned progress and movement. And they've got air travel, so they could be going away soon. Right, and so we'll tap into the future. So any advice from Spirit for the next 4? So we're going to tap into the next 4 weeks. All right. So first card, 4 of Wands. Again, I've mentioned materialistic before. So really working through that mindset, the attachments that you have to things that you have, scarcity mindset, whether it's worried about having money, having a nice car. Again, the status of things, people judging you for the things that you own, the pride in your possessions as well. Reevaluating where you're being maybe a bit possessive in your life. Maybe you've jumped back into being a creature of habit again, trying to break free of that. Maybe triggers coming up over the next 4 weeks about those sorts of mindset attachments that you have and trying to release. I think there are more emotional challenges over the next 4 weeks, really trying to face the regret that you have, the trauma from past lives, and maybe through this connection, the things that you need to heal, feeling a lot of guilt and intense feelings and focusing on your unresolved issues, maybe stepping more back into an emotional place. But I think you will be presented with opportunities to reassess, make adjustments, set goals, define your purpose. I'll get a couple more. Stepping more into your confidence, courage, really believing in that personal power that we mentioned before. Maybe realizing you are more influential than you were admitting to yourself before, worrying about what other people thought of you. Realizing that you have a lot of wisdom within you. And again, the shift that I'm seeing from these cards, that you are working on your mindset, your emotional anguish, stepping into a strategy to define your purpose and make the correct adjustments needed, giving yourself compassion and confidence and stepping into that magician energy. I think it's really beautiful, the development we're seeing from you here. So I guess, again, with your scarcity mindset, you could be feeling quite stagnant and exhausted at the moment, feeling very burnt out and restless. Maybe going over something about ghosting. Maybe you ghosted this person, or maybe with the plans and things not working out at the moment, you've recently been ghosted and you're starting to realize how that feels and regretting and feeling guilt for the things you've made, decisions you've made in the past. Where you're feeling the emotional balance with the justice in reverse, that when the guilt and the blame, that I think you're feeling a lot of emotional baggage about your avoidance in the past. Maybe you're trying to break free of avoiding things, stepping out of the victim mindset. I can't speak. Working out where you cancel, like with the cancel culture, when you're walking away, when you're quitting things too quickly, and where you're feeling shame and blame in your life from other people. Really highlighting where you're feeling imbalanced. I think that will be a big focus over the next 4 weeks. Reflecting on that emotional balance and baggage, feeling more balanced. The Two of Swords to clarify with the Two of Wands with your strategy. At the moment, you could be feeling more frozen with indecision, feeling like there is quite an unclear path at the moment, withholding. But it's clarified again by the full moon, illuminating your subconscious. I think a lot of this emotional baggage is really sitting in your subconscious. It's not a conscious mind and conscious thoughts, although it might be becoming more conscious now. But it could be the timing of the next month, with clarifying again with the 4 weeks, or the next full moon. I think we're in the last quarter at the moment from memory. So again, with why things might be frozen and unclear, stepping into the new moon, that we don't have the full moon to fully highlight these subconscious moments. But I think stepping through the new moon into the next full moon could create more emotional awareness. At the moment, you might still just be stuck in that frozen at the moment. Six of Wands to clarify the Strength card, feeling more generosity, balance, kindness. I think after this full moon, the next 4 weeks, you are starting to feel more equal with the give and take, the boundaries as well. Maybe you're starting to feel very, instead of feeling in the past where you're giving more than you're taking, that you can't set boundaries, that you're finding more power in saying no instead of not being able to, that you are feeling more valued, that you're not giving more than you're receiving. And again, to clarify, this is the Magician, High Priestess, working on your subconscious mind, maybe balancing the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, diving deep into your higher self, feeling more calm with your intuition, knowing there is a sacred wisdom within you, that you are a bridge between worlds. Again, I mentioned before with the magic and witchy poo of maybe the person you're connected to or you, that you are stepping more into your inner knowing, taking more of a deep dive. I think you are really trying to break through of third party karmic ties, stepping away from partying. I think that's really being highlighted, that you're trying to break free of other people's influences, trying to break free of partying. And maybe in the next few days as well, it's coming to turning that darkness into light that I said before with the Justice card. But your emotional baggage really could start feeling like a fresh start for the next few days, that you could be more awakening into these subconscious thoughts that have weighed heavy on you in the past, that are transitioning more into your strength. I think for the next couple of days, I think you're going to have an emotional breakthrough about where you have run away, focus more on your shame and being shamed and blamed, and where you are feeling imbalanced in your life. Oh, that's way too many. And after the next couple of days, with this shift of the darkness to light that you are working out, moving from that frozen within decision, moving into shifting up your energy, working out how you can adapt, you can embrace change, ways to do it differently, making amends. Maybe there are other people in your life that you're making amends with. Maybe this person, but I'm not seeing like an energy where you're feeling stable enough with yourself to approach this person. Although I am getting a rushed energy that maybe you're in the mind of, if I don't step forward and make amends, because there is surprises on the bottom, and unexpected, that maybe if you do step forward it will be unexpected. It may be a rash mindset that if you don't step forward you might lose this person. I want to clarify that card. You've got the Three of Swords, the grief, disillusionment, sorrow, depression, misunderstanding and tears and loss. I think you're in two minds, that there's the Two of Cups and Ten of Swords, that a loving exchange, you're wanting companionship, mutual feelings, new partner. I don't think you're moving on. I think this person's heavily on your mind, but stepping in a new way, that you're wanting to regenerate in a relationship, make a comeback, reconcile. Maybe it is a fast movement that you're coming into. I mean, me, myself, I wouldn't. I would be focusing on my healing for the next month to really step into yourself. I think you are starting to feel victory and success over your codependency at the moment, when you've struggled in the past about codependency and wondering if you were too obsessed about this person and feeling very imbalanced. I think this is something that you are overcoming, that there will be a milestone, a confidence boost. You'll start to really sit in your own power, that you're breaking free of feeling scattered, the creature of habit and the repetitive here, and not the repetitive I can't say that. That whatever you're doing over and over again, it's not delivering. Can we get more clarification on the Two of Cups? This unexpected surprises, whether it is something that you are going to. We have fast movement. The Empress. Motherhood, pregnancy. Maybe you shared a pregnancy with this person. You may have a child. I think focusing on your artwork and your beauty, stepping into that balance of the divine masculine and the Empress. I think this month is more about having an aha moment, perspective, awakening, releasing and letting go, and not getting the rushed movement. I think it might come over you from time to time that you need to move forward. But I worry if you move quickly in instead of focusing on the healing for the next month, that it might create more disunion, lack of support for the people around you, that if you do rush in, it might cause more family problems, being more critical and calculated. If it was me here for advice, that I would be just focusing on the next month of your healing. I wouldn't be reaching out to this person. If this person reaches out to you, I would be sitting on it. I would be focusing on my healing for the next month. And then that may bring you into the 10 of Cups, that once you have healed and concentrated on yourself for the next month, you won't need to fake happiness anymore, that you will be stepping into the harmony, blissful relationship, stability. I think the next month is about you and your healing. And to finish up, we'll get a divine guidance card. Divine guidance for your spiritual journey. What kind of divine guidance do we have for this? Oh, that's too many. For this collective. So for the first card, be pleased with your efforts. Your reward is luxury and ongoing satisfaction and serenity. You are standing at a beginning of a great journey into love. Be ready. Your energy is flowing. You should be feeling confident, buoyant, have triumph over obstacles. Now is a time of action. And I'm going to say action within your healing. Be an active part of your healing, not action to this person. Just my advice. You are finally facing the end of a difficult situation. A new future is within your grasp. Reconciliation of existing relationship or a beginning of a new relationship is now possible. Take the chance. And then also, you may be feeling restless, dissatisfied, but there are many new things possible now. Be ready for your adventure and pursue your vision. Alright, so I've got some initials as well, some numbers and some symbols that you might be seeing at the moment. So for the numbers that came out, we had 6, 7, so 6 to the 7th, 7th to the 6th, 67, 88, could be seeing repetitive numbers, or 343, so mirroring numbers as well, 888, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've also got love hearts, stars, smiley face, so could be seeing light pink, purple, dark pink, red, blue. They could be colours that you're wearing or colours that you're seeing or more colours that you're drawn to. We've got W, U, C, I, J, A, S, S, K, T, so Kate, Katie, F, P, G, N, G, D and D, Dynamite's what song came to mind, D, D, X, I feel like I saw a number plate the other day that had D, D, X, G, D, B, H, I, X, L, N, V, U, P, C, and P. Those as well that might draw you to this reading. Yellow, which I think it colours align with what I said at the start. So pink, yellow, white, also got red, blue, again I think I'd said blue during the reading, and purple person.